Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm so glad you could join me on this wonderful Friday. Let's get started. Please turn to page 120 for the candle blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Please turn to pages 138 and 139 for Lachadodi. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. On verse 9, you may rise if you are able to welcome in the beautiful Sabbath bride. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem ol tiferet v'hitilah. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mikor habracha, mirosh mikidem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machashavat tchila. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva uri, kumi uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai alayach nigla. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom atiretz hala, bala, gam b'simcha utzohala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Please turn to page 144 for the Chatzi Kadesh. Yigadav Yikadash Shemei Rabba Bama Divrachote V'Amlich Machote B'chayechon Uvyomechon Uvchayetecho Be'Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kariv V'imaru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Me'omaya Yitbarach Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitnaseh v'yitchomah v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithale v'yithala shemei dekudasha brichu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damir Ram Be'alma Be'imaru Amen. Please rise for the Baruch Hu on page 146. La, ya, la, 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 la. Ya, la, 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 la. Ya, la, 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 la. Ya, la, 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 la. Ya, la, 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise for the Shema on page 152 and 153, and we will lead into the Ve'ahavta. Shem.
What are you doing?
Shema.
Shema.
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Elam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al vavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'leftecha v'aderech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu v'todefot beinenecha uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'yisharecha leman tiskaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lechem l'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai,
Mikamo.
Okay.
Mikamo.
Kabai, Mikamo, Kabai, Limadonai, Mikamo, Nedarba Kodesh, Norati Hilot, Ose Fela, Nurati Hilot, Ose Fela, Malchut Echara Uhanecha, Oke Ayam Lifnei Moshe Miriam, Ze Eli Anu Ve'amaru, Ze Eli Anu Ve'amaru, Adonai Yimloch. Le'olam va'ed Adonai lo Le'olam va'ed. V'ne'amar kifada Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael. Please turn to page 162 for the Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Masot et HaShabbat Ledorotam B'Risholam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti le'olam Oti le'olam Vishamru b'nei Yisrael es HaShabbat Masot es HaShabbat Ledorotam B'Risholam Ki sheshit yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael es HaShabbat Lasot es HaShabbat Ledorotam B'Risholam Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Vishamru b'nei Yisrael es HaShabbat Lasot es HaShabbat Ledorotam B'Risholam. Please rise for the tefillah on pages 164 to 170. Adonai sefatati tafufi agita hilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yishak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Anurah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imot, U'Mevei Gula Livnei Nam Liman Shemo Bahahava Melech Hoser Moshiach Magim Baruch Atah Adonai Magim Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav L'Hoshia Morid Hatal Mekachel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Abim Somach Noflim B'Rofei Cholim Umatir Esurim Umechayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Umidol Melach Melech Memid Umechayem Umasmir Fushua V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol Atah kadosh V'shimcha kadosh U'kedoshim b'chol yom Hallelujah Selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, shiotecha levadecha b'yira na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ocha na'eh lehadot. Please turn to page 178 for Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon L'chol HaShalom. Ki atahu melech Adon L'chol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol eit u'b'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, Varech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We will take a moment for this silent prayer. You may use the words on page 180 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu l'ratzon, imrei fi, v'hegyon libi, lefanecha, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, v'goali, Mishe Berak is a prayer for people in need of healing. Let us pray for Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Sharon Buell, Mike Hogg, Lori Perry, Nick Juliet, Bernard Strasner, Ariel Batsluva, Gail O'Neill, Rhoda Wessler, Marion Finkel, Skip Kathy and Jeffrey Braze, Rhonda Butler, Ricky Grant, Shoshana Bat Abraham, Mina Dornfield, John Manners, Michael Kumakawa, Neil Savage, Joey Jones, Juliet Arigi, Sharon Cobb, Leslie White, Shirley Kronig, Sharon Fewer, Anton Cohen, Anthony Carlton, and Nancy Goldstein. Karen Mandel. If you have any names, please feel free to put them in the chat. Jesse Reynolds. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. I am Ben Mergler.
You're a congregant?
I'm a congregant at Ner Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is Deuteronomy 1:1 to 3:22. In this Torah portion, Moses begins his final words of instruction to the children of Israel, focusing first on recounting their physical journey. He reviews the people's reactions to the negative reports of the spies and the appointment of Joshua to succeed him. Moses recounts that all of the Israelite warriors who left Egypt died, as God had intended, and the people continued their wanderings and defeated their enemies. Moses reiterates that the land of Israel was allocated to the Israelite tribes. Please turn to page 586 and 591 for the Elanim. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, v'atet gedula le'etzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishbechot ha'adama, shelo samkelchenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anaknu korim, u'mishtakavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar L'chaya Adonai, L'melech al kol haaretz, Vayom hahu Yiyeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. We are still in the year of mourning for Harold Herman, Nancy Hollowitz, Roland Laramie, Mindy Ferenz, Moishe Deutsch, Douglas Miguel Rodriguez, Bob Katz, Auger Hogg, Paula Cooper, Ernie Weissman, Doris Oleski, Sandra Lena, David Avery, Art Rich, Jason Brown, Louis Petruzzello, Gary Lines, John DiNicola, Dorothy Goldstein, Arizona Breeding, Fran Warona, Rick Grossman, and Ora Alvaleon. This week marks the yard site for Joel Markowitz, Andrew Lee Winemaker, Francis Thaler, Eve Hogg, and Beatrice Slater. If you have any other names, please put them in the chat. Dr. Gary David Friedman. Catherine Morris. Please join me on page 598 for the Mourner's Cottage. Yitkiral v'yikdash shmei Rabbah, ba'amad divrach chute v'amlik malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye t'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'zman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olam me'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitala, Shmei Dekudisha Brichu, Leila Minkol, Birchata v'shirchata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, Daimeran ba'alma, V'imru Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shmaya, V'chayim Aleinu Ve'okol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Say Shalom Bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'akol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'akol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'akol Yisrael. Richard Mertz. There's no announcements. Please turn to page 625 for our closing song, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Ko, Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, V'chefsecho, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'charei Kicho Hakol, Levado Yimloch Noram, V'yu Haya, V'yu Hoveh, V'hu Yeh, V'tifara Adon Olam, V'hu Achad, V'in Sheni, Lam Shiolo Lechak Bira Adon Olam, B'li Reshit, B'li Tachlit, V'lo Ha'oz, V'ham Nisra Adon Olam, Adon Olam Asher Malach, B'terem Ko, Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, V'chefsecho, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'hu Eli, V'chai Goli, V'tzir Chavli B'et Sarah Adon Olam. No, that's not the end. V'hu Nisi, Umanosli, Minakusi B'yom Yikra Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Ko, Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, V'chefsecho, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, yado. Afkid ruchi be'ishan va'ira adon olam. Ve'im ruchi givai yati. Adonai livelo ira adon olam. Adon olam.
Adon olam.
Asher malach.
Asher malach.
Benterem ko.
Terem kol.
Yitzir nifra. Liet nasa.
Liet nasa.
V'chasacho. Azai melech shemo nikra adon olam. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for
Thank you for joining me tonight on this Shabbat.
good night. See you.
Good night and see you next week.
I have to turn it off.
Yeah.